Good morning, good day, good afternoon, depending on where you're at in the world. This is Wolverine broadcasting out of Ann Arbor, Michigan, US of A, for the Salvation Trading Company, where we teach and train our clients to trade Forex with realistic outcomes using proven price indicators and cross-pair analysis. Now, at any time, feel free to go to our website at salvationtrading.com, where you can see all of the follow-up screenshots for February thus far in detail. Now, what I'm going to be going through are the screenshots that we took for February 6th and highlight one of those screenshots. But thus far, for this last week of February 6th, we took only 10 trades. And out of those 10 trades, 9 of them were successful for 158 pips, and we got stopped out on one of the trades for minus 11 pips. Gives us an average of 15.8 pips per trade. So we look for setups, again, that work with only 3 indicators, and with our trading strategy, we don't use any type of data feed where you have to have a green light, red light. There's no magic box. This is raw data. And so what's unique about this trading strategy is that there's no data stream you have to purchase separately. You're simply using your own broker charts, using easy to use and readily available indicators that all of the hedge fund companies and banks use, using the same type of trading strategy. So the 3 indicators we use. Okay, first we have our trend lines. Okay, so we use a 5-minute trend line, which is just a 60 SMA. Okay, the 5-minute trend line is the blue 60 SMA. The 1-minute trend line is is orange 60 SMA. So we use a 5-minute trend line and the 1-minute trend line just to see where we are within the market sentiment. And then we also use these MACD lines. Now with these MACD lines, we actually have 2 different MACD lines that give 2 different moving averages. All right, and so if you're familiar with the moving average convergence divergence lines, you know that there is a slow moving average and a fast moving average. Okay, so this red line is our fast moving average. All right, sorry for the bad spelling. Oh, okay. And then the green line then is our slow moving average. All right, now this tells us what the momentum is within the current channel, which takes us to our last critical piece of indicators, and that is the resistance support levels that develop a channel. You'll see here that we have 2 dashed lines here, red dashed lines. These are our resistance and support levels. We have resistance at 3280, and we have support down here at 3246. Now these levels here are levels, resistance support levels that I send out on a daily basis to all of my clients. And so you have this information where these resistance support levels are well in advance before price even comes into these areas. However, they do tell you where the establishment of a channel or a range is likely to develop, and we have a very good success trading off of these support and resistance levels. So this is a very important piece of data, and this is what I provide to my clients every day. These other indicators are free from your broker, and so you can simply use those. These are also really confirmation tools for our resistance and supports. And this whole technique is a scalping technique, and we call it scalping off of the 1-minute MACD. Right? This particular trade during this week on the February 10th, we took an opportunity to trade off of resistance. So the trade strategy is all about confluence of indicators. We also have a checklist for scalping, and we use what we call rules of engagement to discover whether or not we have our confluence of indicators. So the more that you can check off here on rules of engagement, the higher the probability of a successful trade would be. So in this case, first of all, we ask, are we trading with the 5-minute trend line? Well, Yeah, the 5-minute trend line actually is moving slightly up here. So, and technically, we have to consider this a counter trend trade. So, no, we can't say we're trading with the 5-minute trend line here. However, we'll go down to the remaining questions. Is price testing known resistance or support? Well, yeah, sure it is. Right here's resistance. Price has come up here to test it, and it's been hovering around this resistance level for quite a while. So, yes, we're testing resistance. Is the 1-minute MACD converged at extremes or testing the zero line? Well, here's our zero line right here, and the 1-minute MACD has come up just above the zero line, overbuying itself, a little bit overbought here. And so, yeah, we are testing and moving up in upper levels above the zero line. Then we ask, is the 1-minute MACD fast-moving average crossing over the slow-moving average? Well, we just established that this red line is our fast-moving average, and here's the crossover right here. We have three elements, three trigger elements that we call here. We have convergence, where the lines converge. We have the crossover, where the fast-moving average crosses over the slow-moving average, and then we have divergence, where we start to get a little bit of separation. And those are the three elements that we look for, and you can see that indeed here we crossed over, and here's the divergence. You can see the MACD line, or the MACD line creating divergence with this histogram. You have these bars in the red coming down below the zero line, confirming divergence. And then, so we have divergence as we're testing resistance. And that's critical, because the divergence to the short side tells us that we have sellers coming in the market here. We know we have firm resistance up here. Price came over, and so we're catching the sell back on this as price is selling off on the euro dollar. So, meeting our rules of engagement, we get into this trade, and this is you notice this is a live trade call that we took. We took in the London session. So we got into this trade short at 32.78 with our stop loss at 32.89. There's the live trade call and the timestamp. Feel free to back test these if you like. And then we took that short, and you can see as long as these MACD lines kept on moving short and diverging short, continue to give separation, we're able to have our price move down. And my trading exit strategy says that we should take off our first position when you get your 10 pips and your spread back. So price moved down because the MACD lines are continued to move down, telling that we're selling off. And so we took our first position off here at 32.67 and moved our stop to +1. Two things we've done here. Now we've protected our capital. We've gotten our first 11 pips, and now we've protected our capital by putting our stop to +1, securing our capital in case price were to return back to test resistance again. Now we have a small position on, and let's see if price will continue to come down and test and come down to possibly test our support, which it finally did. However, we took off our final position here, another 10 pips, right at 32.57. So, and got another 10 pips with our 11, so that gave us 21 pips total. Could have stayed in this trade, but we saw this starting to pull back a bit, and so we were getting overextended on our MACD lines. Now you can see as soon as the fast-moving average confirmed that price was at support, the fast-moving average now turned up, and you can see how that works here. If we follow this this crossover back up, there price starts to turn right back up right off of support. So the market moved between resistance and support, and we were just simply scalping that down. So we took this trade as the momentum was turning short just above the predetermined resistance at 32.80, right up here. All right, and then we just let it channel surf down into the channel where we knew we had predetermined support down here at 32.46. All right, and so that trade started at 4:39, but we were out of this trade by 5:03 Eastern time, and that so quick time of just getting a fast 21 pips on the scalp. using a very tried and true trading strategy. So again, at any time, feel free to go to our website at salvationtrading.com. There you can review all of the previous week's screenshots in more detail and take your time looking through those. And if you're interested, please join us for a free trial. And for 10 days, we'll give you a free trial for 10 days where you get all the benefits of all the subscribers. And we'll post both the positive and our negative trades in all live webinar conditions. So we'd like to have you come. We'll teach you the trading strategy and see how that works for you and the way you like to trade. We scalp, but we also have daily trade suggestions and weekly trade suggestions, which you will also receive on the 10-day free trial. Again, this is Wolverine, and this is with the Salvation Trading Company. Would really love to see you come on in and do the free trial and see what we can do to help you. Thank you for your time. God bless, and trade safe.